welcome you to Gravenhurst, and I guess this is day 7 of my Canadian tour, day 1 of my second leg of my Canadian tour. I actually had, kind of 3 shows already today. I played at Grove Park in Barrie. I had 3 25-minute programs there, and now I have a regular program here at the Gravenhurst Manor tonight, where I am being graciously hosted in their luxurious and balmy parking lot, where I will spend the night. It's supposed to be -2 tonight. We'll see how it goes, but all good. Sometimes you have good luck with the weather and sometimes less so. Hey, at least it's not raining out. It's quite a nice day, to be honest. It's going to be chilly tonight, but I have my feather duvet and everything I need to stay warm. It's really the guitar that I worry about more than me, and the batteries in the guitar, but I'll snuggle up with my guitar. I've had better. This leg of the tour is about the same length as the last one, about a week, 6 nights I think it is. And instead of going southwest, I'm kind of going northeast this time, and heading toward Ottawa and the Ottawa Valley generally. Gravenhurst tonight, as you can see, and tomorrow Haliburton, Bancroft. The following day will be Renfrew and Perth, and then the Ottawa region, and then I start working my way home again. So yeah, enjoying Eastern Ontario this time. Here at the Gravenhurst Manor, one of my favorite places ever. Say hello, everybody. Hello. Always reliable, my friends here. It's good to see you all. I want to sing a beautiful waltz. I don't think I've played this for you in a long time. This is called the Tennessee Waltz. I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee Waltz. Oh, no friend I happened to see. I introduced him to my lover while we were dancing. My friends stole my sweetheart from me. I remember that night and the Tennessee Waltz. Only you know how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were dancing the beautiful Tennessee Waltz. Here we go. Well, I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee Waltz. Oh, and an old friend I happened to see. I introduced him to my lover while we were dancing. My friends stole my sweetheart from me. I remember that night and the Tennessee Waltz. Only you know how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were dancing the beautiful Tennessee Waltz. Here we go again. I remember that night and the Tennessee Waltz. Only you know how much
I have lost. And yes, I lost my little darling that night they were dancing the beautiful Tennessee Waltz. Oh yeah.
And just like that, day one of the second leg is finished. Sunset here in Gravenhurst. It's a chilly, misty morning here in Haliburton, but I made it safely in the pre-dawn hours, driving from Gravenhurst through Bracebridge here to Haliburton for my 10:30 a.m. concert at Extendicare Haliburton. My second show there. It's nice to be back. I don't get to these parts very often. Nice poster they have here. We are having a little party here this morning. Oh, he knows how to party. They might have some cranberry juice for you, but that's about the best we can do here this morning. Take what we get, eh? Here's a party song. Pretty quick, mister. This is for all the ladies in the crowd. This is called Pretty Woman. Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I like to meet. Pretty woman, I don't believe you, you're not the truth. No one can look as good as you. Mercy. Pretty woman, won't you pardon me? Pretty woman, I
couldn't help but see, pretty woman, you look lovely as can be. I want some just like me. I had to practice that.
All right, tremendous fun. Now we spin over to Bancroft and the Hastings Centennial Manor to do it all again. Now we visit Centennial Manor here in Bancroft. It is so nice to see my friends here at Centennial Manor again. Say hello, everybody. Hello. This is my favorite place to play in Bancroft. Yes. All right, it's not the only place I've ever played in Bancroft, but it's forever going to be my favorite.
I had to practice that. Pretty woman, stop a while. Pretty woman, talk a while. Pretty woman, give your smile to me. Pretty woman, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty woman, look my way. Pretty woman, say you'll stay with me. Oh, I need you, and I'll treat you right. Come with me, baby, be mine tonight. Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I like to meet. Pretty woman. Pretty woman. For the ladies in the crowd. Well, with my work accomplished for today, I have a little time for a hike. I haven't been on a hike for a while, and I'm now here at the Egan Chutes Provincial Park. Hey, that's my middle name, Egan. Yeah, she's a thing of beauty. An enjoyable stop. Time to head back into town now. One more walk here in Bancroft and a visit to the Millennial Park. We've been here before. There's some pretty cool locks chained up against the side of the bridge here.
A big thank you to the Hastings Centennial Manor for allowing me to camp in their parking lot last night. It was reasonably comfortable. And now we are making our way to two new venues. At last, I'm going to visit the Valley Manor in Barry's Bay. I've been trying for years to get there. COVID has postponed it a couple of times. And then down to Perth to another new facility. So a little exploration today before we do that. At last, I visit Valley Manor in Barry's Bay. I am here at Valley Manor in Barry's Bay, and look at this great stage that I get to enjoy again. I love it when a place has a stage like this, and when they actually use it, this is a bonus. Wow! What an audience I have here at the Valley Manor. I was surprised to see Valley Manor was actually up on a hill. I am learning my geography here in Barry's Bay. Hello, everybody. Hello. I want to poll my audience. I have a very important question for you all. There's a hockey game on tonight that I'm curious about. I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Any Toronto Maple Leafs fans in here? Oh, yes, quite a. Okay. In fairness, we're pretty close to Ottawa. Any Ottawa Senators fans? We've got one. Yay! And what about the Montreal Canadiens? Any Montreal Canadiens fans? I think Toronto wins the Stanley Cup right here, right now. Yes! Let's cheer on those Toronto Maple Leafs with this song from Stompin' Tom Connors. Woo.
Oh, hello up there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. The tension grows and the whistle blows and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Some roll by the storm, it's a good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. The best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. The best game you can name is the good old hockey game. All right now, second period.
What a good time. That was everything I hoped it would be after all the effort, virtual programs, all the waiting. It was worth it. I'm so glad to have visited Valley Manor. I am here at Lanark Lifestyles in Perth. Say hello, everybody. Hello. What a palace you have here. What a beautiful day this turned out to be. And what an exciting night we have ahead. The Toronto Maple Leafs will be taking the ice in about 10 minutes. I gotta go. Okay, I'll sing this one song. Oh, I'm sacrificing a lot here. Yeah. Let's cheer on the Toronto Maple Leafs with this great song from Stompin' Tom Connors. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. The best game you can name is the good old hockey game. All right now, third period. Go, Leafs, go! Oh, take me where the hockey players face off down the rink. And the Stanley Cup is all filled up for the Leafs to take a drink. One final flick at a hockey stick, one gigantic stream. The puck is in the Maple Leafs' grip, it's a good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. The best game you can name is a good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. The best game you can name is a good old hockey game. Go, Leafs, go! Sorry about your floor here. Good morning from Carleton Place. On my way north to Renfrew, I thought I'd pause here in Carleton Place here at dawn. The place where I played last night in Perth are building another facility here in Carleton Place. And I've never really looked around town. I've never played in Carleton Place. I have lots of time to explore. So let's take a little boot. while we're exploring, let's check out another little town. This is Almont, or Almonte. How do you pronounce that? And at last, Renfrew, my first stop for today. A show at Quail Creek. And then I head into Ottawa, the nation's capital tonight. But let's have a look at the river here in Renfrew. Chartwell, Quail Creek behind me. This is my third or fourth visit here. I lose count after 3 apparently. But either way, this makes it a tradition.
I spent my entire morning down at the Mill Dam and the Bonnechere River, listening to that river roar with the spring flood, you know. What a beautiful sight, what a beautiful sound. I spent my morning down there reading. I had a nap, I had my breakfast, but I was reading my book for a couple of hours in that warming sun. I'm reading a book, a biography about Woody Guthrie, one of the greatest folk musicians that ever lived. I want to sing a Canadian version of an American Woody Guthrie song. This is called This Land Is Your Land. This land is your land, this land is my land, from Bonavista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle and the Grey Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. Let's sing it together, here we go. This land is your land, this land is my land, from Bonavista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle and the Grey Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that Ribbon Highway, I saw above that endless sky you and me.
Well, I survived the harrowing drive down the Trans-Canada Highway into the nation's capital, and I'm out for a little walk. This is the final chance probably for a walk on this tour, this segment of this tour, because it's supposed to rain all weekend, and I'm gonna get home on Monday night, I think. I say I think because I have options, but anyway, just a little stroll here. Here's the Royal College of Physicians behind me in the core of Ottawa.
It's not the quantity that counts, it's the quality that counts.
Yeah, everybody's awake. That's good.
Take care, my friend. This land is your land. This land is my land. From Bonavista to Vancouver Island, the Arctic Circle, and the Great Lake waters. All this land was made for you and me. And the sun came shining, and I was cold. The wind feels big, the dust clouds rolling, a fog was lifting, a voice was chanting and saying that this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, the land is my land. From Bonavista to Vancouver Island, the Arctic Circle, and the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. Oh, one more. This land is your land. This land is my land. From Bonavista to Vancouver Island, the Arctic Circle, and the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. Oh, this land was made for you and me. Oh yeah. How do I look? Ah, great song from Woody Guthrie.
Thus ends my first day in the nation's capital this year. Just a one show in Ottawa today, and I have a couple here in the city tomorrow. Find something to eat, and good night. I have arrived safely to Kemptville, and there behind me is the new Southbridge Kemptville. I've sort of played for them before in their old facility a bunch of times when it was called Bayfield Manor, but now they have this new facility. They've expanded and divided into both long-term care and retirement. So a new venue on tap to start this rainy weekend ahead, but it's going to be sunny inside our hearts. So let's have some fun.
I was chatting with my good friend Ivan here before the concert. Ivan and I go way back. I've known Ivan for about 45 minutes now. We were talking about Gordon Lightfoot, and I want to sing a song from Gordon Lightfoot, for Gordon Lightfoot, and for you, my friend. From Gordon Lightfoot. You could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts wouldn't tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark or a fortress strong with chains upon my feet. You know that ghost is me. I will never be set free as long as I'm the ghost that you can't see.
Another trip survived, this time from Kemptville back into the nation's capital of Ottawa, and for a show here at Grace Manor, Salvation Army, Grace Manor. This is like my 5th show here or something over the years. Very grateful to be back. Bring a little sunshine on this dreary day.
Thank you for being in my audience today. If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts would tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstore sells. When you reach the part where the heartaches come, that hero would be me. But heroes sometimes fail. You won't read that book again. The ending is just too hard to take.
And now for my third show of the day, Unitarian House.
Old Time Radio Show, Songs from the Past. Hope to see you there, 6:30 in the Founders Room.
I'll walk away like a movie star who gets burned in a three-way script. Enter number two, a movie queen to play the scene and bring in all the good things out in me. For now, love, let's keep it real. I never thought I'd get act this way. I gotta say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong. The feeling's gone and I just can't bring it back. God bless Gordon Lightfoot.
Good Sunday morning from the Eastern Townships of Ontario. I have a concert at Crescent Care Bourget, and it's Sunday morning. I've been playing more and more morning concerts, but I don't believe I've ever played a Sunday morning concert. I don't even network them because, it's Sunday. I figured there's going to be church service, but they have graciously hired me. I have some extra time. Unfortunately, the sentiers are fermés. Trails are closed, pardon my French. But I'm going to kick around. I have some work to do. And a Sunday morning concert here in the Eastern Townships.
Sunday morning here in Bourget. Lovely to be with you. What a nice time to be with you. Sunday morning. I don't know if I've ever played a Sunday morning concert before. So I think it would be appropriate for me to sing a gospel song. This is a beautiful gospel song, perfect for a spring day. Okay. This is called In the Garden. I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear ringing in my ear, the Son of God discloses, and He walks with me and He talks with me and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet that the birds hush their singing, and the melody He gave to me, within my heart is ringing. Let's hear it. And He walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I'd stay in the garden with him, yeah, though the night around me be falling. He bids me go through that place of woe, while his voice to me is calling. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. God bless you, friends, on this Sunday morning.
Well, that was a lot of fun playing for my new friends in Bourget. I'll be there again in June at the end of my maritime tour, and I'll be there again in October. Melissa, you did a great job, and yeah, what a start to the tour. I've gone all the way from Windsor to the Eastern Townships, and now I'm headed west to go home for a few days, although I have one more day on this tour yet. A couple of shows in Port Perry tomorrow. On the road again. More wet weather as we conclude this leg of the tour. 2 shows today in Port Perry. Hoping to go for a walk in between shows, but it's kind of wet outside. Awaiting a moment to do the dash. I got my stuff in the door. Now I got to get myself in the door. That was for the ladies in the crowd, which means I'd better sing one for the fellas in the crowd. You know how the fellas can get. I know, because I'm a fella. So here's one for the fellas in the crowd. This is from a fella that had a very deep voice. He had the deepest voice you ever did hear. His voice was way down like this anytime he talked, because his name was John Cash. It's a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, 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 thy ring of fire, thy ring of fire. Great fun. My 30th show at the Port Perry Villa. And now for a walk along the waterfront here in between shows. The rain has halted temporarily. but it's kept all the tourists away. I got the whole place to myself. More rain. One of the last places to still do rapid tests. I wasn't expecting that. I should have come in earlier. Very good. Well, I'm still doing it, and there's hundreds of videos there that we don't need to be in a pandemic to enjoy. And please check out my maritime documentary, 7 one-hour videos. And I'll be in the Maritimes starting next week, in fact. I'm on my Canadian tour right now. So this is extra special to visit you folks again. I'm taking a little break after this show. I go home for a couple of days and then I hit the road again. Now that last song, Pretty Woman, that was for the ladies in the crowd, which means we'd better sing one for the fellas. You know how the fellas can get. I know because I'm a fella.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, 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 thy ring of fire, thy ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when the heart's like ours meet. I fell for you just like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, 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 thy ring of fire, thy ring of fire, thy ring of fire, thy ring of fire. Thy ring of fire, thy ring of fire, thy ring of fire.